Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Rayceen Productions MC and producer. And today I have with me someone that you're all aware of if you've watched our channel. We have Matt Rogers here. Hey Matt.
Hi, how's it going?
It is going good. It's going good. Now, usually when I have you here, it's about Politidope or where you're being involved with one of the things that we're doing. But today we are talking about your run for delegate in Virginia's 47. Like, tell me about that. What made you want to do that?
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for having me on without the my better half, the more exciting person in the household. I'm just the person with the stomach to actually jump out there to run for office. So I've been working in this sphere for half a dozen years, however you want to call it. I've worked a number of legislative sessions in a couple of different capacities, including intern. Having worked my way up, worked with caucus staff. Have worked with a lot of these people, so they know me on a first name basis, and I know them. They're comfortable with me calling them on a first name basis. And this is just what I do all the time. I'm constantly devouring news, putting out messaging, knocking doors for somebody else, coming up with policy ideas, talking with elected officials, talking with constituents. My day job is I currently still work in the state Senate, and I help folks with unemployment, with DMV issues, with everything under the sun. And so, it kind of occurred to me while my better half, the cooler Rogers, we're driving out to Texas, and we were going out there to go see her sister. I'm going through a little bit of a tough time. Everything's great now. And while we were driving out there, we had over 20 hours. So I'm kind of thinking like, man, this is May. I'm like, 2020 it shows us that we are less in control of our own lives.
Yes.
And so, I could lay all these plans and set it up to, this is the perfect time for me to run. There is no perfect time. If you've got it in your heart, if this is something you want to do, you got to jump out there and do it, because you can try to expect, the political winds will be blowing in my direction. You don't need to go move somewhere so you can have a more receptive audience. I think the people here in Arlington are hungry for, they're very smart, politically astute. We vote every time, but, in this district, we haven't had we only elect Democrats. So the election, just like in DC where you live, the election is the primary election. So Republicans can't win here. And, I don't have any great antipathy towards anyone, particularly not the incumbent. But I think I got something to add, and I think I represent what a lot of folks are looking for. So I'm glad to be out here, and I'm glad to be talking for far too long with people like yourself.
Awesome. Amazing. And, taking this step, of course, must have been a big decision, and, a discussion with Jasmine, of course, and, all of that. Tell me what were the issues, or what was the specific thing or specific things that you identified that, you wanted to tackle being in this position, and you realized that, running for this is the way to get these things done? What do those issues look like?
One, I'm big on democracy. So like I said a second ago, I don't think that anyone, if I were to win this position, be honored to serve. And I would expect that somebody would be ready to challenge me. I think that's healthy for democracy. So I think that's one thing. Another thing, policy issue that I think, Democrats and, people in the middle or independents, we have not led on cannabis policy. We've always kind of waited to see Congress kind of messed up the way DC set it up. So, we have not yet, even if we go to legalize, a lot of people think, in terms of decriminalize, legalize, and then the story's finished. That's not how this is going to work. We need to make sure we got a medical system set up. We have to have a system that maximizes the benefits and actually, puts these tax revenues. Oklahoma in 6 months did over $200 million
Wow.
in revenue. So this is a huge opportunity that we're missing up on. Obviously, criminal justice reform. I think far too often folks grow complacent.
Yep.
And make some decisions that, while they may, come to later understand that they were the wrong decisions, they harm people's lives. in the short term. And
Yeah.
so I think it's important that people have to answer for what they've done in office. And I think I'm the kind of the right person to put it in a nice way. But yeah, just so excited to be out here doing this.
Wonderful, wonderful. So when is the primary, by the way, so our viewers can know when that is?
Yeah, normally, so anybody who's listening to this from Virginia, we'll likely have a statewide primary in June, and this primary would run concurrently with that normally at the same time. But because of redistricting, every 10 years we do the redistricting. That's kind of up in the air, and I would expect that this is going to happen in July or August or September. So very close to the general election day. So we got some time. Folks want to wait till it's a little warmer to come over to Arlington to help me out. Just beware that I'm going to be asking, because these campaigns are won out on the streets, not with kissing people's butts, big donors' butts. And that's something that I believe strongly in.
Definitely, definitely. And it's great. I'm so excited to see you, moving into this realm after, we've been really talking about politics all year long. And you know what? I look forward to what we can do more in the future. There's something on my mind, but we'll bring that to you later. Well, you know what, Matt? Share with everyone how they can follow you, keep up with you, and support your campaign if they want to.
Well, yeah, thank you. All of those on screen are great places to keep up with me. Also, my website is friendsofmattrogers.com. There's one handle on the screen that is not on there. It's Politidope. That have about 55,000 followers. That was it's been a lot of fun. But if you invite me onto your timeline, expect me to be there frequently. These you get a notable volume of information. But over on Politidope, it is a lot of fun. We have a lot of folks who are well-known, MSNBC contributors and hosts, and folks like Jake Tapper. But if you want to stick to the campaign side, this is where you can find me. And thank you for putting that on screen, Krylios. I didn't know I had sent that over to you.
Oh, yeah, I think I don't remember when I got it. I just saw it in my email. Well, that is good. And thanks for also plugging Politidope, because, it is dope. Politidope is dope. So that is amazing. Well, Matt, thank you so much for joining me today. As usual, it's always a pleasure to have you here. It's going to be, you're starting early, so it's going to be a long time into the campaign. So I'm looking forward to it, and best of luck with your campaign. Thank you so much.
Protest, what it says, by the way. It doesn't say vote. When I wear a jacket, it says protest. Do that.
I swore it said vote. Well, I like that. I like that.
Thank you, Krylios. It's always great chit-chatting with you. And hit me up about that other thing.
I will. I definitely will. Thanks so much. And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.